嗨，大家好，我是柔宁，今天继续带来 Tom 端 Challenge 毒王挑战赛。
Yeah, we're having so much fun.
He's so sick in the head.
We're evens now, and I want to go till 6.
Seems like in this kind of spot, because Durr's got nothing, aren't you more likely to make a continuation bet when you've got such a bad
100%.
hand?
Check.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you can't do it every single time you've got
There you go. Now you
nothing
got 2 pair with
because
the 6-4.
then on a board,
Tom 又中顺子了，
just not making a strong hand on all that often. Most of your bets
塞米终于开始投了，
with bad
碰
hands
巧 Tom 有顺子，
every time you flop 2 worthless cards between a 3 and a jack.
Well, this has come out just perfect. Straight on the river and the raise
13,500.
So 6 more.
should get the money.
哦，raise 这么小
500 more.
，raise 这么小，塞米还是跟不下。
Okay, let's get back.
Raise up to 3,000.
He jumped off to a big lead early. It's got to be a little frustrating to be starting to give it back.
Juan has such a great sort of presence at the table as far as the live game goes. It's very hard to get any sort of read about, I don't know, what's going through his head.
Yeah, he's sort of inscrutable like that.
Check.
Is that something that you practice as well? Just kind of doing the same thing every time?
Check.
Definitely, yeah.
Thinking about
这个转牌 Tom 可以打了，
presenting all them draws on the board. Be a believable one.
Also, good spot.
哦，塞米中个张10，这打出来 Tom 说不定还有可能要跟一枪。
The way he's played this.
Why can't I just keep my mouth shut? See, that's why I don't talk during poker.
Why?
Because now I have a decision to make. Because
Yet another overbet too. I
Just
didn't
have him
notice
check
that
the river.
immediately.
Tom 说应该闭嘴了，他不习惯在打牌时候一直聊天儿。这如果是正常的 Tom 啊，转牌上很有可能要打了，和牌上 Sam 打出来他又跟不下。这其实可以理解啊，两个玩家的环境完全不一样。可以想象 Sammy 作为老板，平时打的时候都是娱乐局，周围一群老板，平时就聊聊天儿、打打牌。Tom 身边就是各种顶级的牌手，所以就形成了不同的打牌习惯。但是作为在牌局里啊，想要赢还是要打自己习惯的节奏。开始3 bet 了，
But if you play 10,000 hands and you're winning 55%,
估计这段时间可能会打得稍微多点火花。
winning money in that matchup.
Do you feel like heads up, sort of over the long haul, the results come down to how you play big pots or how you grind away the small?
I think that in the long run, the small pots actually end up mattering more, though
17,000.
it's sort of situationally dependent. In certain matchups, it can be the reverse. If somebody is playing really poorly in the very big pots, somebody's playing in such a way that, you know, they get to win more small pots because they just refuse to give up in the big pots. Once it gets over 10 big blinds, the rest are just going in. Then they might win more than half the hands and still be the underdog in the matchup. But in general, I think that it does come down to who is picking up the small pots.
sick way.
Call.
Sort of every opponent is different. Every matchup is different.
Absolutely.
Balloons.
There are a lot of different ways to win in Heads Up No Limit.
Check.
Check. Check.
给 Tom 打困了，
I have the feeling that
没有很大底池的投机，又没有可抓的机，没什么意思。
sort of overall in this match has been sort of playing tricky and sort of letting things happen early on, trying to get in good situations when the big pots happen, or
It does seem that way, yeah. Though, there's definitely been a component of trying to win the smaller medium pots, too. Like we were talking about earlier, Sammy's made the nut flush now. We'll bet
20,000.
again.
7 dudes.
And once again, Tom
No.
quickly folds. He does not seem to be giving Sammy much credit for making a lot of river bluffs.
I forget, like, you know, how awesome the standard day-to-day feeling of life
Raise
is.
up to 3,000.
Come on, buddy. Serious
Re-raise
pop.
how
up to
awesome it is
11,000.
to find the.
哦，这个大牌来了，Sammy 3 bet，OK 4 bet 了，
30,000.
这是 Tom 打到现在第一次4 bet 啊， Sammy 这 Ace King 不可能弃牌的 ，Ace King 在单挑局里头随时推allin。虽然说现在200多 K 的筹码不是很适合直接推，但是可以是个5 bet。这如果是个8、9人的底池 ，Ace King 是有机会弃牌给 Aces 的，但是单挑局里基本上不太可能了。
Is it an automatic re-raise here for Sammy?
Oh, but if you're gonna re-raise anything here, you're gonna re-raise Ace King. There's maybe an argument.
Tom 突然开始想，是要现在推回去，还是给 Sammy 翻牌上一个 C bet 的机会？可能推allin更好，因为像 Sammy 这种形象能打出来5 bet， 基本上就是这种 Ace King、Queens、Kings 的牌了。而如果 Tom 只是跟呢，翻牌上如果 Sammy 是 Queens， 但是发出来一张 Ace 或者 King，Tom 可能拿不到价值了。或者如果 Sammy 是 Ace King 的话，发出来3张小的 ，Sammy 也不一定会推 ，Tom 到时候推 Sammy 也不一定跟。所以在这种情况啊，如果你根据对对手的了解，知道他都打到5 bet 了，基本上翻牌前不会弃牌了，那你就更应该推。
Cooler, and this is the first going to be the first huge swing of the match.
King.
486,000 in this pot, and
Unless they run out of chop.
Oh, spades, but no. 8-9.
That's what Emmy's asking for. It's almost
your
there.
card for it.
4 or 9.
8 outs to chop.
God, you almost got to pull for it for all things to be even, huh?
So close.
聊着聊着，一不小心就输掉了25万，突然之间不是很想聊了。Sammy 这个接allin完全没问题啊，因为如果你的对手是 Tom 这种选手 ，Tom 完全可以是拿对10、对 Jack、对 Queen 来推出来的。Tommy 现在只需要1比3的赔率，而对于这些牌呢，其实是翻硬币，所以 Tommy 的胜率从整体上是比25%多的。但是如果他的对手不是 Tom 的话，是那种推出来一定是 Aces 或者 Kings 的话，那么那 Ace King 其实是有一点机会可以弃的，但是对于 Tom 的话是完全不可能弃的。Sammy 又重新买了25万。
Aces,
That would have been better.
after such a big pot,
I wish I had the hearts,
it's
you know?
really tempting to
That
beat
would've-
yourself
I'm-
up,
I'm
look for ways
happy
it
to
could have
do
gone
that.
differently,
That would've-
reasons
that
you
would've
should
been
have
too
known he
sucky,
had
isn't
aces.
Jack.
Are you a firm believer in it's not the big pot, it's how you play after the big pot, or is that just what they say?
I mean, the big pot makes a pretty big difference, and he's got some work to do to make up for that. But it's certainly up to him whether it goes downhill from here or not.
Sammy 中了个顺子，
Good little comeback.
这一枪打出来 Tom 可能会跟了。
Yeah, it's a
good enough.
pretty scary board, though. I think he'd rather not hit that.
哦，但是打了超池啊，那就不一定了。也可以理解，底池这么小 ，Sammy 又输了一个大底池，
Yet again, Tom
这个时候打超池也很正常。但是从 Tom 的角度，超池就跟不下了。
That Tom has won 42 pots pre-flop. Sammy's only won 27. Does that sort of mean that Sammy is sort of just giving up in the big blind more often, or just
I think the single biggest thing that indicates is that Sammy's folding his button right off more often.
right?
Tom 中了3条 ，Sammy 卡一张9。
Check, check.
这种情况其实我之前的视频里经常提到，前位卡顺子怎么办？如果是这种很小的底池，那你跟一下也无伤大雅，因为你后手足够多的话，隐藏赔率就高一点。
I mean, if you're
如果底池大一点的话，这个就是一个很轻松的弃牌了。
good, if you got that, or it just doesn't matter. Durr is a guy who is considered such a good technical player.
Yeah.
What do you think, as far as him playing live, what do you think adjustments he's making sort of for tells and that sort of thing as far as watching Sammy?
Tom 又拿大牌了，
I wonder.
You know, how do you find it with yourself, someone who really started playing on the internet as well?
I've definitely had to make a very conscious effort to not give things away when I play live. I have started only in the past year or so to get in the habit of playing very methodically, taking the same amount of time on all my actions, trying to make my movements as mechanical as I can.
Sammy 转牌上组合听牌，
Tom's pretty good about that too. He takes his time, though he always tends to act pretty quickly. And
This has been an interesting pot.
哎，中了张10，那这 Sammy 不用打了，可以摊牌了。Tom 也打不出来了，这个牌面上有 Ace。
And the worst card in the deck for Sammy. Do wonder if he was preparing to bluff the river. And that's really the killer in heads up. Any tendency that you repeat.
Yeah. That you repeat and that you don't balance. Because if he does that also with, you know, ace-10 from time to time, it becomes very difficult for Tom to play against that on the turn. But if it's always a flush draw...
Sort of have to have this inner clock in your head about how often you do certain things.
Absolutely.
Very tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tom 这会儿的运气上来了啊，被压制都能中顶对儿。
Flop top pair.
5,000.
And he's pretty confident he's ahead here.
Yeah, I would think so. He's bound to be a little worried, if anything, that he might be behind trip threes.
从打完那个大地池之后，两个人不怎么聊天了。其实这样对塞密更不利啊，因为塞密一直聊天的话 ，Tom 不能集中。
Raise up to 3,000. Raise up to 12,000.
And Sammy now with the
Make me look at my
re-raise.
cards. It's like that.
Oh, you didn't look.
Hello.
I call.
Call.
I don't think we've seen Dur fold to the 3-bet yet.
No, I don't suppose we have.
解说说 Tom 到现在还没有弃牌给3bet 过，这就是松凶的选手，入池率高，起了 open， 对于3bet 的弃牌率很低。
Be like thrilled about calling with, or
At least it's suited. Suited, it's got one big card. Got some things going for it.
what now?
26,000.
Flush draw.
Probably just call. You don't want to raise and let Sammy re-raise you.
塞米打个满池
Call it off.
，Tom 这是要跟还是 raise 呢？
50 big blind stack, but you're folding a hand with a lot of value.
And the idea being that you call here not just because of the odds of the pop, but because of how much you're going to get if you hit the flush.
特别是当 Tom 这个动作慢下来，没有表情的时候，更像是要 raise 了。
Say Sammy has something like ace king here, and the turn.
但是刚说完就跟住，这如果翻牌前没有3bet 的话 ，Tom 是有可能 raise 的。但是作为一个3bet 的底池 ，Sammy 有很多超对儿。
Is Tom now have to be prepared to give this up?
Well, he's picked up a pair as well, so he has a lot of equity, even against an overpair here. And with a hand like ace-king or ace-queen picking up a gut shot on that card, you can expect Sammy to be semi-bluffing fairly often, so Tom can't even be completely certain that he doesn't have the best hand here if Sammy bets.
Sammy checked it.
Sammy 过牌了，
I wonder if
这个很狡猾，不像是 Sammy 的打法。
he does bet. He
打到现在 ，Sammy 的行动还是挺直接的，但是这个过牌没想到，
Sammy did check. Oh, yeah.
哇，合牌真的重啊！
I can only assume Sammy was going for the check raise there. The stack to pot ratio is such that would work out well. Tom bets 50 and Sammy moves in for 220 or whatever it is. I don't hate his turn check at all.
OK， 解说 Hexton 说 ，Sammy 后手的筹码量非常适合在转牌上 check raise all in 的，所以刚才那个过牌应该不是在平衡，而是想要推 all in， 结果 Tom 没打，
Played a 9 like this as well.
发出来这张9非常不适合 Sammy 啊。一方面完成了同花，另一方面 Tom 完全可能是有9跟的翻牌。虽然说 Tom 如果有9的话，转牌上有可能会打的，所以 Sammy 这儿非常不稳。Tom 这儿肯定是要 raise 了。
Tom's going to move in here. Or at least make a big raise.
Wow, Sammy gets the ace king against the aces, and now the kings against a flush.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
All in.
And that's pretty much the story. The big sigh. I mean, it's painful.
This is a tough spot. This is a very tough spot. Tom could be doing this as a bluff with something like pocket 7s or 8s, something like ace high. A definite consideration here is Tom has something like ace queen with the ace of clubs, so he knows that Sammy can't have the nuts and moves in on a bluff. There's no street where I'd be confident Tom would do anything other than what he has with a hand like ace queen with the ace of clubs.
这如果Sammy跟住的话，50万直接就这么输完了。
You know, you can say to yourself, if you're Dur, that Sammy probably doesn't have 3-9s because of the 3-bet and that sort of thing. I mean, it's not a bad spot to try and bluff, is it?
No, it's really not. Sammy very often has something exactly like what he has. And even if he has 3-9s, he's got to think about folding it. Tom's representing a flush here.
500个大盲在单挑里头是很多的了，这么几手牌就输光了，显得有点太快了。
Right now, he's wishing he didn't bet, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot more comfortable to just check and call one pot-sized bet here than it is to face the shove. And so soon after he lost that other huge pot, that the amount of money involved is bound to be getting to him here.
特别是在Sammy过了转牌之后 ，Tom 完全是可以有阻挡牌这么推出来的。但是Sammy这儿，我想应该大概率还是能弃掉。
Wonder what it's going to come down to.
正常情况下，Tom 这么推出来，要么是同花，要么是 house 了，所以Sammy这儿弃牌也是很合理的。
It's a good pass.
Yeah, that's a good laydown.
And Durr does not show it that time. He'll keep Sammy thinking because that's going to keep him uneasy.
Yeah, he can tell Sammy's a little
Yeah, I'm not
uncomfortable right now. Last thing he
tell you
wants to do
after.
is to make him feel good.
I'll tell you after.
Sammy 想看 Tom 的牌，结果 Tom 没给看。哦，这个不给看太有意思了，因为两个人之前气氛非常好啊，结果这次 Tom 没给看牌，因为不给看才是完全正确的选择。Sammy 知道 Tom 这个不给看，意识到游戏严肃起来了，这才是我们认识的 Tom 啊，真正打起来，即使场外可能是一个非常好的人，但是在牌桌上就是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
At the start of 2009.
OK， 今天的视频就到这儿。有兴趣锦标赛的观众可以私信或者加简介里的微信。下期见。